Hey everyone, Regal Reviews here. I apologize in advance because I worked late last night, so I didn't get to see the Survivor season finale, but yeah, it was pretty awesome. I'm not going to go into so much the recap of the episode as I usually do. I'm just going to more discuss the winner. So, spoilers alert, winner Chris, congratulations on winning Survivor Edge of Extinction. A lot of people have mixed feelings about Chris winning. The negative things I've seen is because he only played the game technically for 12 days, and he spent the majority of those days on the Edge of Extinction, and he only returned to the game on day 37. But I could definitely see where they're coming from, because Chris didn't have to. I mean, while he was those 12 days he did play the game, he was a physical threat in challenges, but he didn't have to compete in all those challenges that they did. But on the same time, Chris had the advantage to have information from potential jury members. Like, everybody he was with on the Edge of Extinction ended up being part of the jury. So in some aspect, when you're on the Edge of Extinction, when you're out there for so long, there's some people, it's quite possible the people in the final three you haven't met before. So Chris has spent all that time with people out in the Edge of Extinction, so he's getting to build these relationships with people and building his social game out there. So of course he's going to look appealing to the jury. What I think really sold him, because I feel like if he didn't make this big move that he did, because he won immunity, which, guaranteed shot to go to the finals, but he pulled the Dom out. If you recall from Survivor Ghost Island, Dom considered going against Wendell in the fire making challenge, but he backed out of it because it was too big of a gamble for him. He placed second. However, Chris decided to give the immunity necklace to Julie and go up against Rick in the fire making challenge, because in his mindset, the only person that could get rid of his biggest competition is him. And I totally get his mindset behind that, because Rick obviously was going to go to the fire making challenge, but could Gavin and Julie have really beaten him? Let's just say Devon's won, then Devon's would I don't know. I don't know. Devon's and Chris, I definitely feel like, I can't say Devon's would win for sure, but I definitely think it would be a very close vote, closer than Gavin's 4 votes and Chris's 9. So it's also a very risky move, because Chris could have very easily lost the fire making challenge. It got very close there right at the end. So he potentially could have made a very stupid move. With that immunity necklace, he was guaranteed to go to the final 4, but then he gambled it to go. But it worked out in his favor, because he ended up winning the game. And people think he didn't deserve to win. I'm like, from the little bit we saw of Chris, I mean, I definitely think he deserved to win. And I don't really like that, because we don't know what goes on out there in Survivor. I mean, they all lasted 39, 40 days, so, I mean, they all outlasted everyone. But, again, we don't know all that goes on behind the camera, but from what I've seen as a viewer, I definitely, as a juror, would have come down between Julie or Chris if I'm picking between the final 3, because Gavin, to me, it didn't really look like he did much the whole season. It looked like he was more of a goat to me. He was right in the sense that him and Victoria had a strong alliance, but it looked like Victoria more was calling the shots. With Julie, again, what Angelina brought up last season, how it's a different kind of game when girls play Survivor, because Anytime a girl cries, they think, oh, she's so emotional. Why is she crying all the time? But a guy cries, and they're like, oh, he's showing emotions. It's so cool. So anytime Julie cries or shows any emotion, they're like, oh, I'm so sick of her crying right here. She goes with the waterworks. She's showing emotions. I mean, Survivor is a tough game, and it brings out the best and worst in yourself. So I don't think that should go against Julie. And Julie even brought that up because her game wasn't as aggressive as Devon's or Wentworth or etc. You know what I mean? Doesn't mean that she's any less of a deserving or any less of a good player. I don't think that because Julie shows her emotions, that shouldn't go against her. I definitely think she was more. Again, I don't like to use the word more deserving, but out of the final 5, Devon's obviously, we don't need to get into that because he put the work in. I was neutral with Devon's. He wasn't one of my favorites, but I didn't not like him. But he probably most likely would have won if he made it to the finals. He put all the work in. He won immunities. When he was on the bottom, he put the work in and got himself back up and won immunity idols, and he was able to make relationships, so he is the perfect candidate for a winner. With Victoria, I don't, again, like Gavin, but the difference between Gavin and Victoria is that they're the same but different. Like Victoria, I don't understand her game. She just kind of did nothing the whole time, and whenever she opened her mouth, it was something snarky or something. So between the two of them, I would have, if it was Victoria or Gavin, I probably would have went with Gavin. But yeah, I definitely did, and a lot of people were thinking Victoria was going to win, but I definitely did not think that. Lauren actually had a very good chance if she made it. She may not have won, but Lauren definitely would have got some votes had she not used her idol when she did, because she used her idol that she had since day 2, which is quite impressive. She was able to keep it that long. And she used it at the final 6 when she didn't have to, because Chris, again, another reason why they probably picked him to win, is because he convinced Lauren to play her idol when she didn't need to. So had Lauren kept that, she would have had no votes against her at the final 6. She goes into the final 5, where it's the last time you could play idols or advantages. She would have had a guaranteed shot at the final 4. And I don't know, Crystal would have won. They probably, at that point, final 4. I'm trying to think, because Devon's won immunity. Yeah, Devon's won immunity at that point. So yeah, Chris probably would have been voted. Chris would have probably been voted out because Devon's won immunity. So I'm confusing myself here thinking about this. Basically, Lauren would have had a better chance of at least getting some votes or winning if she had kept her idol longer. So yeah, it was definitely an interesting season. Next season looks very interesting, and I'll make a separate video talking about that. But I hope you guys enjoyed the season of Survivor, and I hope you guys tune in September to Survivor Island of the Idols. Until next time, stay regal.